Like me. Fantastic. I am live. Ooh, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Oh, wow. I see you all coming on. Come on in. It's Relationship Talk Tuesdays with Suzette. I see you coming. I see you coming. And I love it. Yes, 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 yes. See there? When y'all come on live, it makes me want to break out in song. Indeed, 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 indeed. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Listen, have you heard these words? Baby, I just need you to be patient with me, right? And we want to know, when is it patience and when is it tolerating? Well, I've got some ideas. So share this live out to your family, your friends, your coworkers. Yes, share it out because we're getting ready to get really into some real talk. This is Relationship Talk Tuesdays with, yes, where I share with you, talk about relationships that I wish somebody had had with me. Real talk. And I wish they would have shared with me before I thought I knew better. Indeed. So, hello, Facebook family. Y'all give me a wave emoji in the chat. I'm so happy that you're here. Instagram family, give me a wave in the chat. So glad you're here. So, you all have figured it out by now. I'm simulcasting, right? So, this is Facebook and this is Instagram. So I'm going to kind of waffle somewhere in between, okay? So that I can make sure that I speak to both of you. And as I see you pop up, I'll acknowledge your Facebook. I am simulcasting from Zoom this time. So I don't see your comments. There's probably a way that I can do that. I haven't figured it out yet. But hey, the year is still, it's still 2022. I have time to figure it out. Okay. But for those of you that might be joining me live for the first time, or you're listening to the replay because somebody said you got to listen to this lady right here, I want you to know who I am. Of course, again, my name is Suzette, and I'm a life coach and relationship solutionist who helps high achieving women over 40 who struggle in their romantic relationships to find love and to keep the love that they find in 6 months. Yes, in 6 months. So if you're interested in hearing more about how I do that, or to see if this might be something that you've been waiting for, wishing for, hoping for, then just send me a direct message. And I promise you that I will get back in contact with you. Also, if you're looking for a group of phenomenal women to be a part of, a group that's just not giving you a bunch of flowers and birds tweeting. I was going to say twerking. Oh my God, birds don't twerk. I haven't seen a twerking bird. Have you seen a twerking bird? I haven't seen one. But anyway, if you're looking for a group where we really, really deal with relationship issues, no muss, no fluff, but just tips, thought-provoking questions, things to get you to really start thinking about your relationship life, those kind of things, then I invite you to my Love on Your Terms group. It's a group of phenomenal women who are all trying to be their best selves, becoming their best selves in their relationships, and being informed about their relationships, right? Because what I have found is this, y'all, and I want you to know this, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. It's just what you don't know. And whoever said what you don't know won't hurt you, lied. It does hurt you, especially in relationships. And we don't want that to keep happening. So this group of ladies, hey, my posts really go in. She does a little levity every now and then, but for the most part, it is truly about relationships. We don't want to stay on the struggle bus. How many of you want to get off the struggle bus? Misery does not love company, right? And so if that's exciting to you, I invite you to our Facebook group. The link is facebook.com/groups, plural, /love on your terms, all lowercase. And come on in and join us. So let's talk about this patience thing. Because I have clients that say to me, at least there was a client one that I can recall immediately. She called me and she said, Suzette, I'm trying to be patient. But how long am I supposed to be patient? I've done this, that, the third. How long am I being unreasonable? How long should I be patient? Right? And so I want to talk about this whole patience thing. Like, how do you know whether it's patience or tolerating? Well, I'll tell you what I believe. I believe it goes from patience to tolerating when you have to ask the question, how long am I supposed to be patient? When you get to that point where it's becoming difficult, you're starting to suffer, you're starting to feel resentment, you're starting to feel tired and worn out. That's when you have gone from patience to tolerating, right? So how do you not put yourself in that situation? How do you not okie doke yourself? This might be a great place for you to grab pencil and paper. Y'all know how I roll. I keep my trusty journal handy because I never know when, and you can see it. Let's see. Can you see all the writing on it? There you go. You can see it. I keep it close to me. My cell phone and my journal always stay close to me because I never know if I'm going to have an aha moment, one of those light bulb moments, and I don't want to forget it. Now, ain't no shame in letting y'all know I'm over 60. So I'm not even trying to impress y'all like I can remember everything. So even when I get a God download, I got to write it down because just give me some time and I'll be like, Lord, what was it that you said to me? What was it that you said? I can't remember. It was good. Do you mind saying it again? Right? So I have learned to keep my cell phone and my trusty journal nearby. As a matter of fact, let me check here and see who is on Facebook. Let's see here. Who is rolling with me today? Who's rolling with me today? I want to see. I want to see who's rolling. I want to see. All right, all right. If you rolling with me, put in the chat, in the comments. Suzette, I'm here. Give me a wave emoji. Let me know you're here. And even if you listen to the replay, give me a wave emoji and let me know you're here. So, how do you not put yourself in a tolerating situation? Y'all, this comes straight from my experience. As a recovering people pleaser, I found myself constantly in situations where now I'm tolerating what I don't want to tolerate, but I don't know how to get out of it, right? So these are some ways. These are some things that you can do to not put yourself in a tolerating situation. Y'all ready? You ready for it? Okay. First and foremost, and let me interject, this is whether you are dating, or in a relationship where you're seeing each other regularly. And even I'm finding out for me as a married woman, this works for me. This works for me. So this is what I've learned to do. First and foremost, you got to put on your big girl pants and be honest. Tell the truth. Come out with it. Come on out with it. Stop, pussyfooting around. Come on out with it. What is it? One of the things that I had to learn to do when I was asked to be patient is to say, listen, I am not good with being patient. This is already starting to concern me. And you're asking me to be patient, right? And I just have to be honest with you. I don't know if I can be patient about this. This is really important to me. This is something that I need to change. And so, honestly, I don't want to say yes to being patient, knowing that what I'm doing is enrolling myself in tolerating. That's not fair to you, and it certainly is not fair to me, right? You don't want me to be sitting there going, okay, how much longer am I supposed to tolerate this? Okay, you're checking your watch. How much longer? You're checking your cell phone. How much longer am I supposed to tolerate this, right? I don't want to put myself in that situation of waiting, of being on hold. And I don't want to put you in the situation of me building up a case in my mind about it. So that's the first thing. Be honest. Now, you don't have to use my exact words, but you know what your honesty quotient is. And be honest. Now, I'm not saying be mean. I'm not saying be pushy. I'm not saying be condescending. I'm not saying be accusatory. I'm just saying be honest. Own your stuff. And when you say, I don't know whether I can be patient or not, you're not telling them there's anything wrong with them asking. You're just saying, as for me, I don't see me being patient about this. And this is why. Right? Now, if this brokers or starts a meaningful conversation between you and the object of your affection, right? Or the person asking you to be patient, then negotiate the setting of a deadline. Again, for me, I don't like being put on hold. I don't care if you're playing great Christmas music. I do not like being on hold. And really nobody does. And I think if you say that to that person, they'll start thinking, going, you know what? I don't like being put on hold either, right? So nobody likes being put on hold. So set a deadline, okay? You're asking me to be patient. So when do you think you will have this resolved? Let's put this. Give me something here, right? When will you have this resolved? I don't know is not the answer. Because you've already said, I don't want to be on hold, right? So it'd be like, I hear what you're saying, but I need a deadline. I need a deadline, right? And so deadline, timetable. And then you don't have to accept that deadline or timetable. Ladies, I think that's one thing I want to make sure that you all know, because we've been socialized to be passive and leave everything in the hands of a man to decide. If you know yourself well, then you'll know whether you can say, okay, I can do that, or no, I'm going to need it to be a little tighter. Until next year, no, I can't continue to hold space for you in my heart, in my mind, and in my emotions. And it's this big of a gap. Right? So that's where you assert. No, for me, I would need this to be handled by this time. And if they say, well, I hear you, but honestly, especially if this person is a person who has to deal with deadlines at the end of the year, you have to kind of be fair and look at it in context. If you're dating someone or you're with someone that say in the accounting field, or they're a CPA or something like that, or they're a tax accountant, there are certain benchmark deadlines that are just true. Whether you like it or you don't, there's certain benchmark deadlines that put them under a lot of pressure. So when you're talking about setting a deadline, make sure it's really reasonable. Okay? Then the third thing, require accountability, right? Be accountable to yourself for what you said. If after negotiations you said, I can do this, then even if you get to the point you're sweating, even if your self-talk is trying to give you a fit, even if your friends say, honey, I wouldn't wait that long, your word is your bond. And look at it as a lesson. Maybe the next time you'll know, okay, I can't wait that long. I can't fake the funk. I just can't, right? So you're a person of your word, and you have to honor without sending any cryptic remarks, right? Without throwing any shade, without saying, boy, this is really hard. You better be glad I like you. That ain't fair. That ain't fair. So it might be a life lesson. So the next time y'all negotiate, you know, listen, when it gets about a week, after a week, I'm done. After 3 days, I'm done. Right? Now that's from you. Now from him, I'll say him because I'm talking to high achieving women over 40 who struggle in their romantic relationships with men. Okay? So accountability that you require of him is, what do you need from him? What check-ins do you need from him to keep you from having to do a lot of emotional heavy lifting? Right? Like check-ins like he's giving you updates. He's giving you constant updates of how things are going, the steps he's taking to remedy the situation, how he can't wait to this to be over because he can't wait. Not, oh my God, but oh, you know what? What is it? I'll make it up to you. Woo! Hearing that makes me want to suck my teeth. I'll make it up to you. You think you can make up the emotional heavy lifting I'm having to do with just wine and roses? Do you not get it? So this whole thing of I'll make it up to you, gents, if y'all do that, we want to know when you gonna do it. Don't tell me you gonna make it up to me and I got to keep checking and saying, when is it gonna happen? If you gonna say it, just like my word is my bond, your word is your bond. And in the negotiating of the deadline, you talk to him and tell him what you need from him in order for you to continue to be patient. This is what I'm doing. And not with a whole bunch of gaps in between. Not when she's seething and she's got to call you and then you tell her. No, it's not her job to come and get the accountability out of you. It is your job to negotiate with her. Okay, I need you to be accountable. What does that look like? And ladies, you have to be very, very clear about what that accountability looks like. It cannot be overgeneralized. The dots have to be close together. What is the accountability that you need? I need you to call me right after you get off work and let me know how things are progressing. Right? I need you to do that. Right? Call me. If you can't call me, text me. If you can't text me, send a smoke signal. Right? Send a smoke signal so that I know that you are giving me something that I can make, that can make me feel better about being patient, because you're being accountable, because you are serious, you're honoring me, you're giving me what I need to be able to be patient. And fellas, when you say you're gonna do it, let me tell you something. When you say you're gonna do it, we are setting our clocks, we're putting it on the calendar, we are tracking you. So please, fellas, don't say you're gonna do something and you don't do it. We don't like excuses. We really don't. And you have to also think of context as well. One of the things that I tell my clients, especially when they are just starting to date somebody, and that person is asking them to be patient by the second phone call or by the third phone call, I say to them, listen, this is too new for him to be asking you to do that kind of emotional heavy lifting. You don't have enough of a foundation to support this blooming and blossoming relationship for him to ask that of you. It is premature for him to ask you to be patient with him this early in the getting to know phase. And so you definitely have the right to say, listen, I was hoping this was going to be a great relationship, but I got to tell you, you're asking me to be patient, and we don't even know each other that good yet. We're just getting to know each other. And if you are not able to do that, then, hey, I get it. I get it. You got to do what you got to do. And I wish you well. I wish you well. I sincerely do. It's been great having these conversations with you. I wish you well. And be willing to cease and desist. Be willing to disconnect and keep it moving, right? Because this is the thing I know about tolerating. Tolerating subjects you to suffering, to emotional suffering. Let's just call it what it is. It subjects you to emotional suffering. Anytime I'm asked, or I'm in that tolerating mode, and I'm just like, I know I'm tolerating. If I'm saying, like my client, how long am I supposed to be patient? Then I know I'm tolerating. Right? And so as a grown-up, woman over 40, woman over 50, woman over 60, your heart is your responsibility. And so if you do these three things, then you'll take yourself out of tolerating, and you will be being self-honoring. To recap, 1, be honest. 2, set a deadline. 3, require accountability. Okay? This has been wonderful. Listen, I want your thoughts. Please put them in the comments. I will be looking at them and responding to them. If you love what you're hearing, share it out to your friends, your girlfriends, your family, your coworkers, and meet me next Tuesday, right? For another episode of Real Relationship Talk Tuesdays with Suzette. Bye now.